Hey everyone, it's John again playing Immaculate Grid. Sorry I've missed last few days. It's been a busy week. I did record on Monday and then it didn't actually sound like reasonable audio quality. I don't know what was going on there, but might just be my computer's old and the ports are dying because this is a low value, low budget production. In any case, I'll try to get Tuesday and Wednesday caught up. I'm playing Thursday, the June 27th grid, playing with a new background because I figure I'm traveling actually right now. Nobody wants to see my hotel room. So this is a classic version of Miller Park. The scoreboard looks smaller, and of course it's called Miller Park in this version, not American Family Field. But this is the park I grew up with. So let's roll with it. Let's play Immaculate Grid. I'm going to share my screen and get into it. This would have been Monday's grid if you're curious. Looks like the timed version. I'm gonna hit refresh, hit go, and away we go. All right, so that's a Randy Myers combo. That's a Reggie Sanders combo. The right one. And that'll be a Steve Finley combo. Shortstop, I think Ripken played a couple games over there. And let's see, Jay Bell played shortstop for the Pirates a time or two. And how about Brandon Crawford for the Giants? Feel like Barry Bonds probably won a Silver Slugger. And then he probably won it over here too, but I gotta believe McCutcheon's gonna work. And then for the Orioles, I know Brady Anderson doesn't work, Chris Hoyles doesn't work. Let's go Miguel Tejada. I believe he'll work. 1 minute on the dot. 3% on Miguel Tejada. It's only 15 choices. That was actually kind of a rarer one. I'm trying to think who. I mean, it only goes back to 1980, so that'll be an interesting one. I might not be able to top the 3% I just delivered on Miguel Tejada. 0.6 and 0.8 on the first two of these guesses. I'm not going for low rarity scores on these ones. I don't know why my mind immediately shot to Randy Myers. I'm trying to think who's the obvious. I guess Machado is the obvious choice, right? I don't know why my mind instantly goes to Randy Myers, who played the 1997 season with the Orioles and the last month of the 98 season with the Padres. Giles, that's a little bit more of a classic pick back here. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get the rarity version going. So I'll get that queued up. You can enjoy 20 teens Miller Park, I think. And let's see, I think it's that one. Hitting refresh on this one. And let's see what we can do here. How do we like Joe Carter? Basically the same as Myers. The ads. I gotta figure out a way to. I know there's ways. I'm just not gotten around to doing something about it. Rick Rochelle works for both of these teams. So let me just sit on. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. Is this the best choice? Yeah, let's go. Let's go with a scrappy little second baseman by the name of Joe Morgan as the Silver Slugger for the Giants. 1982 season. Early Silver Slugger. He goes sub 1%. A man with 100 career WAR, Joe Morgan. And over here, I'll go with a pitching Silver Slugger, Rick Rochelle, who, I'm sorry, no, Rick Rochelle doesn't work. I was thinking Gold Glove. I just stopped myself. I was going to lose on that very early on. It's not him. He's not going to work. Let's see here. For Pirates, Silver Slugger. Ooh, Giles works, maybe. Nah, there's no way he works because he had those great years, but he had it, at the same time like Sammy Sosa and Larry Walker and Vladimir Guerrero, Barry Bonds were all in the leagues. There's no way he got one of those three awards, even though he was really good. I wonder if Freddie Sanchez works the year he won a batting title. I think he was a third baseman. And like he had Aramis Ramirez in the league, Chipper Jones, David Wright. The more I talk about that, the more it seems like he probably doesn't work. I'm gonna go up here and play older school name by the name of Vern Stevens, who I know is a Red Sox, but I know his picture has him with the St. Louis Browns. So let's get him there for 0.3. Let's see here. I guess both of these are going to be Gossage combos. Maybe we go Gossage here. Oh, that was 5%. That was way higher than I thought it was going to be. Maybe I should play him down here, but probably same deal. Matt Herges is our NL West guy. 0.4. Excuse me. Low value production, guys. You get me coughing. Travis Jackson. I've used him before. He's a Hall of Famer. Probably shouldn't be, but I'm certainly not going to kick a man after he's gone, being in the Hall of Fame, based on being friends with Frankie Frisch. Let's see. You got for shortstop for Pittsburgh. I played Jay Bell. You could go with Honus Wagner. You could go with Arky Vaughn. O'Neill Cruz was the most popular. What about Sweet? I got one. Sweet Lou Collier. He was a Brewer and a Pirate. That's nice. And we get that classic logo. I call it classic logo because it's not the logo anymore. It was the logo as of 2019. And it didn't become the logo until 2000. So I might be dating myself a little bit by calling that a classic logo. But I know that picture had to have been taken around 2000, 2001, which is over 20 years ago. So, it just depends on your definition of the word classic, I guess. All right, let's try to wrap this one up. Let's see. Pirates, Silver Sluggers. I don't think Aramis Ramirez wins in 01. I think that's his one big year in Pittsburgh. Trying to think of catchers that maybe won with the Pirates, maybe Don Slott. But that's just a guess. I'm not saying with a ton of confidence. Bonilla? I don't think Bonilla is going to be particularly rare though. I think he will work. Andy Van Slyke is another name coming to mind. With the Orioles too. I mean, I know Eddie Murray works, Ripken works. You're not going to get low rarity scores from those two. I know who doesn't work is I mentioned it already, but Chris Hoyles lost to Mike Stanley in 1993. It was a big year for Hoyles. He had like a 150, 160 OPS plus, something like that. But he did not win the catching Silver Slugger that year or any year. Good hitter though, over 20 home runs a few times. I'm trying to remember. I don't think Javi Lopez won it either when he went to Baltimore. I don't think so. You could go first baseman Palmero or Eddie Murray. I think Murray was probably the second winner after Cecil Cooper over at first base. Roberto Alomar might work. He was competing with Chuck Knobloch for those awards. I want to say Melvin Mora 04 because he leads the league, I believe, in on base percentage. How confident is John in that one, though? Show me Melvin Mora. 2%. All right. So 1% better than who I picked before. And now we go to Pittsburgh. And I haven't come up with a pitcher who's going to be any better. And I figure Bonilla probably works. I think Jay Bell, who I've already used, probably works. Actually, he might not work. Larkin might have won all those Silver Sluggers. Maybe Andy Van Slyke. Um, and then Don Slott is kind of my ace in the hole kind of pick because I know he had some good kind of partial seasons in there. And that might be good enough for catcher because catchers don't, normally get to 140 plus games. I don't think we're getting any love from. I don't think we're gonna get like a Kevin Young. I mentioned why I don't think Giles wins it. Freddie Sanchez is kind of a big maybe because I know he wins a batting title, but I know third base is also stacked, and he was playing third base at the time, and I know they're stacked at the time he's competing for that, competitive for that, I guess. But they had like 10 plus Silver Sluggers, I think. All right, my high confidence pick is Bonilla, who I think will be 20+%. I'm gonna take the risky pick, even if it means I lose, and go with Don Slot. Nah, he didn't get it. Who are these 11 gentlemen? Let's find out. We're doing it this way. Neil Walker gets in there. Pedro Alvarez gets in there. Jack Wilson, of all people. I was right about Freddie Sanchez not winning it. I was wrong. Jay Bell did sneak one away. I was right to say, well, wait a minute. Barry Larkin is in there. And Barry Larkin indeed wins 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 in what looks like 12 years. But I guess Larkin got hurt a lot. So I guess that's how Bell sneaks in there in 1993. Van Slyke does work. Rick Rhoden, Don Robinson. I think I did know Don Robinson. I think I was kind of conflating because Ruschel wins the Gold Gloves. I think Don Robinson, yeah, he works for both these teams. He works for the Giants and Pirates for Silver Slugger. So I think when I was playing Ruschel, because Ruschel works for Gold Gloves, and I think I was kind of conflating him and Rick Rhoden. In any event, it was not Don Slott. This is kind of the era he might have been competitive in, but am I right that there was like a little bit of some good years in there for Pittsburgh, though? Yeah, I mean, this would have been the year to do it. And I think what I was thinking of was this 92 year where he only plays 87 games, but hits 345. It's borderline for a catcher. All right. Well, I lost this one. Thank you so much for playing, though. I think I'll keep the background while I make up these videos so I can record them from the hotel room. And you all have a great rest of your evening. All right, now. Peace.